And good morning. Welcome. It is time now for our Car Talk program with Brad Doenges with the Doenges family of autos. How are we doing today, Mr. Brad?
Oh, man, it's a beautiful morning out there.
It is.
It is. Good morning, friends. I can't believe it's already November. This year has flown by. It is amazing. It's almost time for test drives for turkeys and Toyota-thon and the Ford year-end sales event. It's a busy time of year for everybody as we get ready for Thanksgiving, and we're going to bring back the test drives for turkeys next week, and so you'll see more of that on our Facebook page. And I've got my friend Tonya Peep from the Washington County SPCA here today. Say hello, Tonya.
Hi, thanks for having me on your show today.
Sure. Well, thanks for coming. I want to hear all the stuff going on out there at the SPCA, and I know that it's always busy, but this is a particularly busy month for you guys.
Yeah, so October was our busiest intake month all year long. So we have 305 animals at the shelter right now.
Yeah.
So if you're looking
a lot
for
of those lost dogs we were just hearing about might end up out with you guys.
Yes, come look for your animal. Come walk through the shelter. It's the best way to find them.
That's amazing that there's more animals than ever that are ended up having to process and deal with that.
Yeah, it's been a really tough year for the shelter. In the past, we've been able to transport animals to larger cities. Unfortunately, after COVID, those cities no longer have space. They're full as well, and so they are unable to pull from rural communities. And so we're having trouble finding homes for all the animals that are coming in. So we are taking in more that are getting adopted, so to speak. So all of our dog adoptions are $50 right now. So it's a great price. If you've ever been to spay and neuter your pet, you know that fully vaccinated pet that's spayed and neutered, $50 is a great deal.
It is, certainly is, and there's always great pet choices out there and different animals of all types.
We have pretty much any type of cat or dog you could imagine right now at the shelter. So if you have your heart set on a specific breed or a mixed breed, we probably have it right now.
And then you've got some fun events going on for people too this month. Lots of things, bingo and car show and animal food drive.
We have a lot going on during the holiday season. During the holidays, we try to make up for all those heavy months where we get the busiest intake and the least amount of donations. But our bingo bash is going to be at the community center on Friday night, so tomorrow night. Doors open at 5. You can get tickets at the door. Mini bingo starts at 5:30, and then our regular bingo packet for the event starts at 7.
Bingo's popular around here, so that should be
it's a lot
huge.
of fun. It's an easy event to do, and I think the community likes it. So
that's great. Well, and we've been very busy at the dealership too this week. We've got new Ford and Toyota allocations that are rolling out. We have a new an F-150 Raptor that we're going to get here in a few weeks. We've got a Tundra TRD Pro. So just found out about those vehicles, and Sequoia, F-150 Lightning, Grand Highlanders. So we have 2 of those on the ground right now. People are wanting to check that brand new Highlander out, a little larger than the old Highlander, and I think it's going to really be a very popular vehicle for us, and really have a great selection right now. I counted them up this morning. We had 55 Fords, not all on the ground, but either in production or in transit and on the ground, and then 38 Toyotas and 41 used vehicles. So well over 120 vehicles, and that's the most since 2019, so that's pretty amazing. Really had a huge Toyota month last night. It was a great sales month in Toyota, and particularly a big service month in Ford. We hired a new service advisor. She's fit in great and got us back to the full number on the Ford service drive, so it smoothed out just a little bit. We had one of our longtime service advisors retired after a great career, and took us a little while to replace him, but we got all that seamed out, and we're working on all our getting the communication right there for you. And the easiest way to schedule your service appointment is still to go online and schedule it there. So take advantage of that at our website at dungeschoice.com. And so after the big bingo night on Friday, you've got a car show coming up next week, right?
Yes, we do. On November 11th, on Veterans Day, we're doing our first ever Pause for Patriots. So we are honoring veterans while supporting the animals. And so anybody that is a vet can come out and adopt a dog at no charge. So we're waiving our adoption fees for vets, and that is at the car show as well as at the shelter that week. So We appreciate our veterans and all they do for the country, and we want them to be able to get an animal.
And as usual, this time of year, both Ford and Toyota have special rebates for veterans and military service personnel. So come in and ask your sales associate about that. We've got some great incentives going on for veterans and other people in the military. So
buy a car, get a dog if you're a vet.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Twofer on this.
And then go to the car show and check out the old classics.
car shows are great around here. It's a great way to gather people together, and you've got the parade that day too. So
yes, so if anybody wants to participate in the car show and they're in the parade, there's no time limit. Just come on over after the parade. We'll be in the Atwoods parking lot. They've been nice enough to let us use their space at no charge, so that we could do the car show.
Oh, nice.
that's awesome. Yeah. Do you have to pay to put your car in the show?
Well, usually there's a registration fee, but we're doing a name your price registration, hoping that people will give to their heart's content on their registration when they come through.
Very
And
good.
it all goes to support the SPCA and taking care of all those animals you mentioned that need support and helping them find a home. And then I like the pet food drive, too, that you've got going on. And as we do kick off our text drive for turkeys next week, we wanted to say that we're going to invite our customers and friends that want to do a test drive to bring in pet food, and we'll help you with that food drive for pets for your
We would love
animals.
that. As I said, we have our busy summer months, and we kind of drain our pantry, so to speak. So we hope that during Thanksgiving time, we are able to stock back up, any canned food for dogs and cats that last a long time.
Yeah, it needs to be non-perishable stuff, of
Yes,
course.
and paper towels. We go through an astronomical amount of paper towels and Dawn dish soap.
I bet. Yeah, that sounds logical.
So we would appreciate your help. That's very nice.
Well, we love to help out. That's great. And so, I think with all this other stuff, you mentioned the great need right now. Tell us other stuff going on. Do you have any news about the facility or what other stuff going on in the organization?
Yeah, we do get a lot of questions about that, and we are still working on our new facility. So we have property south of 75 by Tractor Supply. It's 9 acres. It's been paid for. So essentially, we are done with phase 1. So everything from phase 1 is paid for. We've tested the soil, we've prepped the land, and we have our architect drawings, even our construction drawings. We're ready to go.
Awesome.
It's a matter of getting the
we
money.
heard you're bursting at the seams.
We
now.
are, and we really need that new shelter because our shelter is just falling apart. It's from 1965. It's been flooded a lot of times, and we really just need the community support because we need funds to currently operate and funds to build the new shelter. So that's the reason we're
And
waiting.
you really are in the flood zone.
We are
old
in the
facility.
floodplain,
Let's
and
not,
so-
let's not cushion this
They're
at
kind
all.
of across the street from where K1 used to stand before we got
If you
flooded out.
Yeah, if you remember that, where the radio used to be. Too.
Yeah, so we really just need the community's support to be able to make that happen. We're trying to be smart about it, and not start the build until we have at least 80% of the funds.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're trying to do right now.
Got it.
Well, it's a great cause, and I will know you'll get there and get that constructed, and hopefully soon, because you have such a great need now.
Yes.
And so, how do people find out about? I mean, the big thing is pet adoption. So, how do people do that? What is involved in that?
We have a really easy adoption process, and provided that you're not on our do not adopt list, you come in, we make sure that if you live in an apartment, the apartment complex accepts animals before you can take them home, and your landlord, you have approval. But you could look at all of our animals on our website at wcspca.org. We also try to feature an animal every day on our Facebook and Instagram pages. All the information on all of our events is also on our website, so you could click on that, buy tickets, and look at the adoptable animals. So essentially, you could kind of look around to see which ones you think you want to see, so when you come out to the shelter, it's a little bit easier. You already know who you're looking for. But if you were looking for a cat, and you don't see the one you want at the shelter, we do have cats available for adoption at Petco here in Bartlesville and at the Tulsa Hills PetSmart.
Awesome. Well, so much great information, and we're so proud to have you guys here helping us with those lost dogs that we mentioned just before. And that's another thing to remind people: if you are missing your pet, you want to go check it at the SPCA.
Yes, that is the best way. I mean, do not wait. There is this 4-day stray hold, and then after that 4 days, they do go up for adoption. So if you're missing your pet, come in that day, call the shelter, or come in the next day. They want to go home just as much as you want them to come home.
Sure,
So-
I bet they do.
You bet they do, no doubt. And, I do want to mention a couple of great other events going on this weekend. We do have the Hops for Hope Saturday night. Another
It's a great event.
Great event and so much fun. And we've got Green Country Christmas going on now, too. I know we've been handing out our tickets in sales and service. So if you're collecting your Green Country Christmas tickets, be sure to ask for them when you're at Doenges. We've got some great deals on vehicles, and I mentioned the new exciting new vehicle inventory we're getting with the Tundra TRD Pro and the F-150 Raptor that we're getting soon. But we traded for a really interesting rare vehicle, 2016 Challenger Hellcat, with just 6,000 miles. I don't have that much experience with Hellcats, but this is a very, very fast vehicle. It has a special chip in it. It knows if you've got this special key, and it changes the horsepower to some massive number of over 700 horsepower. It's a really incredible vehicle, very rare, and like I said, very low miles. So that will probably go pretty quick to the right person. We've got a Ford Expedition that's $10,000 off and there's special interest rates on Expedition 2 of 1.9 for 60. So
That's
you
a
get a
great
great
interest rate.
interest rate. I saw this morning on the news that the average used car interest rate now was over 11%, and that is just incredible to me. We can still get great rates. I've seen some, for more prime customers, but still getting good used car rates in the 7 or 8% range. But they have gone up from what they were the last few years. And
What an incentive to buy a new car instead of a used
well,
one.
there you go.
Yeah.
You still have this opportunity to get really great rates. I mean, it's like 0% on Edge and up to $4,000 in cash. So that's 0 for 60. So great payments are still out there. We've got similarly on Explorer 2.9 for 60. That's also on Bronco Sport. I've got 0.9 on the all-new Mustang. And we do have a 24 Mustang that got in. It's got the track pack on it, and really a cool vehicle. And we have another one coming that's going to be just a kind of a base model, but it's a really great vehicle. It's going to be about $35,000, so really great deal for somebody. Other used cars, I saw a great value vehicle under $5,000, a Murano, that 2010 Murano that's really rare, really great condition. Traded in on another Murano we had in the used car department, and that one is the sales team really likes it. It's way below market average. It's only $6,500, and these are really nice cars that we have that we really don't keep them unless they're going to pass every safety inspection that we do. And I mentioned the one under 5,000, 4,900 is an 07 Mitsubishi Galant. Both of these have some miles. That one has 87,000, but it's pretty low for that old a vehicle.
Yeah, it is.
Still runs and drives well. They are used cars, so they're as is as they say. But we've gone through them and done the maintenance and the safety inspections. We show you the service that we did. If we declined anything, sometimes on older vehicles for cosmetic stuff, or if you don't, you decide not to do the work. But we'll go through all that with you on those vehicles. We have, I think that one's actually sold, but we just traded for a 2014 Jeep Compass. Actually, that one, we got that, and a 2020 Lincoln Corsair that has only 15,000 miles.
That's only been around the block.
35,000 for that one, and this 14 Jeep Compass is under 10,000. So, just great selection of used vehicles, and great deals on the new ones with the great interest rates and rebates and our big Doenges discounts. And you can check all that out online at doengeschoice.com. And get back to the SPCA just a little bit. Let's remind everybody what's going on this weekend and how to get involved with the bingo if you want to take advantage of that?
So today is the last day to purchase tickets online for the bingo. So if you are a person that likes to use the online, you could click from our event on the Facebook page or on our website at wcspca.org. But if you don't get your tickets, don't fear, because you could purchase at the door. It's at the community center. It's $15 a person. All the money raised goes to the little cute dogs and kittens that need their vaccine. So come out and support the event. It's a fun event. A lot of small businesses in town donated gift baskets and gift cards.
Lots of prizes.
So we have lots of great
stuff to win.
prizes and lots of support from our local businesses that we appreciate.
That's awesome. When does that start?
The doors open at 5 o'clock tomorrow. There are mini bingo starts at 5:30, and then the regular bingo for the general entry starts at 7. And so we do have some concessions there. So if you
I was going to say that's about dinner time. So.
Yeah, so you want a Frito pie, chili cheese dogs, we have that as well.
Oh, awesome.
And there will be adoptable dogs there, so we're not opposed to having a bingo game where you get a free animal adoption. So.
No, not opposed at all. That's, in fact, a darn good idea.
And if you want to pay an extra card or something, do you have to pay the full amount, or what do you?
No, you can get an extra card for $5.
Okay,
nice.
Well, that's awesome. And so lots of good stuff. Even tables I see are available.
Yeah, you can get a table for your whole family, and it's all set up so you don't even have to check in. So if you purchase a table, you'll get the general entry, an extra ticket, and food for everyone at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And I know right around the corner, the only event we haven't mentioned yet is the Jingle Paws Market.
Yeah, that's a new event that we're doing as well. We want to say a thank you to the Washington Park Mall because they are letting us use the old JCPenney building at no charge. So we really appreciate that. So anyone that does any of the other markets, and I know that OK Music is doing a market as well in November. Mm-hmm. So if any of those vendors want to hop on over to the December one, it's December 9th at Washington Park Mall. We'll also have pet pictures with Santas. We'll have a Santa there to take pictures with your pet. So
nice.
It's your opportunity
cool.
to get your dog a picture with Santa.
Yeah, you mentioned OKM's Chris Kendall Market. That's coming up next weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the Hilton Garden Inn. They'll have all kinds of great German traditions around the fall festival and are getting ready for Christmas. And so you can check all that out at OKM.org and there get those tickets, and VIP passes are available too. So I know Mary Lynn and them would want us to mention that, and the great sponsors they have for that event. And it's really a bit fun time down there if you like that sort of holiday spirit. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And it is that time. We're kicking off the test drives for turkeys. I mentioned that. So how that works, folks, is you come in, you'll take a test drive. We've got some certificates for turkeys. They're not actual turkeys anymore. That was a bit of a hard to handle when we had to keep the freezers and all the turkeys in there, and we did that a couple years. But during the pandemic, it became difficult to source enough turkeys and have them available.
I can imagine.
So we started getting the coupons. So we'll give you a nice Butterball certificate for a turkey that you can take to your favorite grocery store and purchase a turkey. But if you come in, we'll be happy to do a test drive. We'll do that. We're also going to have some other holiday things going on with great deals on vehicles, some of which I mentioned there. And we're going to do the pet food drive at the same time. Mm-hmm. And that should be a lot of fun. And so if you're wanting to if you're out and maybe coming in to do an oil change, you could bring in a canned food, pet food for the SPCA, and we'll help get it to Tonya and the folks out there. And we'll have, of course, all this information about all the events going on, and our great team of non-commissioned sales associates out there to help you through the process of selecting the vehicle for your test drive and getting your turkey certificate. And I'd love to do that, and I think towards the end of that period, right before Thanksgiving, we'll kick off Toyotathon. Mm-hmm. We'll have a whole new round of great deals on Toyotas as we get geared up for the end of the year. I know the model year-end closeout stuff continues, where we're transitioning from 23 to 24. We're starting to get some of the 24 models mixed in with the 23s, so it is a great time to come get a deal on a vehicle. And we're getting some of that hot new stuff, like I mentioned, the Tundra TRD Pro, the F-150 Raptor. I think in the next couple allocations, we're good. Our first 2024 4Runner, which is going to be the first all-new 4Runner in quite a long time. I got to see that at a recent Toyota show.
Oh, you get all the fun.
Yeah, that is going to be really exciting. We've got, I mentioned F-150 Lightning. I have just a few of those that'll be here before the end of the year. One that'll be here in a few days, next week or two. And then we've got some Mach-E's too, great electric vehicles. So the Lightning is a fully electric F-150, and the Mach-E is a full electric small SUV. We also have the Toyota BZ4X. So 3 different electric vehicles to choose from on our lot. And our team has got a lot of information about the installation of chargers and how access to the charging systems that are around here. There are people, we have chargers at the dealership, and there are some others in the community. I think I'd heard that the one across the street may be down, and that's happening as these things build out. But over time, there's going to be many more of those there, and it's easy to put it in your house. All of these companies have systems where they can give you an estimate of what it's going to cost to install and put the charger that you select in there. And all the vehicles come with charging systems where you can just plug it in a normal outlet. Of course, it takes a lot longer, but I tell you, driving around Bartlesville, and parking it at night, it does basically keep the vehicle charged with that slow trickle. So, heck, it's 1.7 miles to work for me, so it's not a long way.
That's perfect.
That's kind of like my commute, too.
And then, we have these other great powertrains that we were talking before the show, Tonya, about hybrid technology and how that's become more and more, it's just, I think over 70% of the Toyotas we sell are hybrids now. And, these things are not just like the Prius people imagine. The all-new Prius is an incredible vehicle, but now you can get hybrids, Tundras, hybrid. The Crown I'm driving is a hybrid. The Corolla, Camry, Highlander, every vehicle that Toyota makes is available in the hybrid powertrain, or will be soon. And so, those are technologies where they've learned to tune it for different kinds of performance, whether it's you're wanting great fuel economy or the power you need in a truck. It gives you that torque and towing capacity that you need if you're going to be a truck owner, but still allows you to get, better than that fuel economy you used to have to settle for, teens. Something like 15, 17 miles a gallon was pretty good with a truck that was capable of really towing. And today you can get these hybrid powertrains that get you close to 30 miles to the gallon. And in a powerful truck, and that's pretty amazing. And then some of them have even onboard power systems where you can actually power your home or a campsite, a tailgate. The F-150 Lightning has that, and actually the F-150 Hybrid too. Ford also has hybrids that are soon going to be basically throughout the lineup. And so this technology is coming. Don't be afraid of it. It's not, you don't have to plug in a hybrid. A lot of people, our customers that haven't explored these kinds of powertrains, don't understand that how the hybrid system works. It's an internal battery that essentially maintains itself over time. And these on the Priuses and other vehicles we've seen can last 10, 15, even years or longer if they're maintained right and well used. And they recharge from braking. They do all kinds of great ways to capture power, and it's just a really great technology that allows you to get better fuel economy and have all that performance that you want.
You mentioned the Crown. That's kind of a mixture of 2 different cars, isn't it?
Well, and people don't understand, don't know what Crown is, because it is a brand new Toyota that replaced the Avalon. So it was replaced the Avalon, which was the top of the Toyota sedan lineup, and Crown is a vehicle that's always been available in Japan. It was the top vehicle in the Japanese market. And so they brought it to America. It's a really great sedan. It sits up a little bit, so it's like the modern sedans where you don't have to fall down into it. It's been comfortable for me. And I love driving it. It's got a lot of great safety technology, all the lane keeping and avoidance of accidents, pedestrian avoidance. It knows what's going on around you, and great adaptive cruise control. If people haven't really explored how vehicles now assist you driving, they can, you can put it on, say you're out on Washington Boulevard and you want to go the speed limit, set it at 45 miles an hour. It'll basically keep you. You have to drive the car, but it'll keep you in the lane and keep you a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you, bring you to a full stop, and then you're on your own to get started again. But so it's like
hot dog.
It's
Mom
like
can start driving again.
Well, I mean, you're not. It's really meant for highway driving, but it is amazing on long trips or anywhere where you just are in traffic and they work outstanding, and the lane keeping and all that now is not near as obtrusive as it used to be.
Well, I know that my car does that, and I can tell you, if you get one of those cars, my insurance went down on my car from all the safety features. So, it went down quite a bit.
Yeah. I just think, if people are driving older vehicles and they haven't experienced this stuff, if you want to come in and do the test drives for turkeys, that's a great idea. Is just come check it out. Maybe even if you're not in the market, just come see, explore the new technology. And
you will be in the market too.
We might be able to help you. But there's all the great deals. There's so much going on this time of year. And come join Tonya this weekend for the bingo and all the other events coming on later this month.
Yes, check out our website at wcspca.org for all the event information and times.
Super.
Great.
Where can we find you, Brad?
We're out on Highway 75. It's hard to miss the big blue oval and the Toyota monolith. But if you want the number, it's 1901 and 1911. Washington Boulevard.
Put it in your GPS in case you're out of town.
There you go. And or just Google us. We're right there. But or DungesChoice.com. You can really do almost anything. Work your own deal, schedule service, chat with us, ask questions, pictures and Carfaxes of all the vehicles we sell. Great third-party price validation tools and stuff like that. There's even a tool to give you a value on your vehicle you want to sell or trade in. Check all that out online.
And online, you can get your service all set up and ready to go too, and get everything ready for winter.
That's right. We've seen a lot of that lately with tire pressure changes. That seems to be the big thing this week is with the cold air coming in the last few days. Lots of people were getting those tire pressure sensors and needing to come and make sure their tires were aired up properly.
Looking for nails, and now it's just cold. Well, anyway, this has been our Car Talk program. Brad, thank you. It's always great to have you.
Thank you, Tom and Tonya.
Tonya?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, not a problem. This is a great time. We do this every Thursday right here on K1, the one you trust. We talk cars, we talk community, we talk sparks.
That's right.
That's right. Stay tuned. We're going to spark it up with the news, I guess, here in a little bit. Plus, check of your forecast and everything else right here on K1, the one you trust.